Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. In the last episode, we explored most of the Northwestern Sea, got the cyclone sleigh, got the fishing rod, basically got a bunch of cool stuff. Also, I see that fish down there. It's gonna be totally possible for me to do some fishing in a bit, I think. Also, I see these guys who are gonna be really big douchebags, so let's go ahead and just destroy them before they just... Oh, hey, I interrupted your cannonball with my cannonball, because that happens. Why aren't you dead yet? Stop. Please explode, boat. Or just get left behind. Well, whatever. They're not really hard to hit. You just keep tapping them repeatedly, and... I guess, no, I didn't see you, Tornado! I'm so sorry! Please, do not hurt me. Ow. That was rude. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead to that boat down there. That boat will be the next thing I have to take care of. One last little side quest before we essentially continue the main plot, head to the Island of Gust, and do some cool stuff. Also, fishing, because like I said, I'm going to do any fishing that comes along the way. If this is a good fish, I will keep this in. If this is a bad fish, then I will cut this out. And if you still hear me, it's probably either I'm speed up or it's a good fish. But no, it's a different fish, I think. I don't think it's the fish I'm looking for, but it's a different fish, so I suppose it'll be worth keeping in for that alone. Question mark? I don't know. The fishing, like I said, takes a while, and it cuts into the video time too, so... It's a tough situation as to how I want it. That might be the fish I'm looking for. Are you the fish? Are you the one I'm looking for? You actually might. I'm not quite sure. It's definitely a different fish. Is it the one I want, or is it a different fish? I don't know. I'm not sure if it's big enough to be the fish I want. But I'll know when I catch it, because I know what it's called. And I don't know, maybe. That might actually be it. It's a pretty big fish, actually, now that it's gotten closer. If I already had that fish, that's going to make this process so much... Oh, that has to be it. That has to be it. Come on. Just careful. You don't want to just... Caution. Caution, caution. Let go. And nope, we're going to play cautious. We're going to play cautious. And go! It's a tuna. It's not the one I'm looking for. It's still a big one, but it's a... Actually, the tuna is... No, I don't think the tuna is the one I want. I think it's a louver is the one I want, so... Unfortunately, I don't think that's a... No, wait, we don't want to go to the Island of Gust yet. We want to go to the Traveler ship. But, unfortunately, not quite the one we're looking for. But it's a new fish, so... At least it's something. We're making progress of some sort. Get out. Get out. So, we head here to the ship. That bird is flying all sorts of nowhere. But we have a new ship, and, you might recognize this ship. It looks, very similar to a certain... Well, yeah, there we go. Kind of looks a little similar to a certain boat from a certain previous game. This is actually a really big Wind Waker reference. In fact, he kind of has a similar outfit as Link does. He's basically, supposed to be sort of reminiscent of Wind Waker Link, which is kind of funny. Because it's funny, because I'm Wind Waker Link. And so you're a fan of me, sir, because the Prince of Red Lions was the King of Red Lions, so it's kind of like a... Basically, it's a Wind Waker thing. He has a lot of birds on him. So, basically, do I want your autograph? No. No. Fine. Anyway, so, basically, I'm an admirer, and he's going to basically make us his apprentice. What else could a fan hope for? Lots! And he's just like, I didn't even hear you say that. So my name is Lucky, indeed it is, and we are now a hero's apprentice. So, basically, it's a minigame where you get to essentially fight him, and if you do well enough, we're actually going to get a reward for it. So, train me, sir, of the art of sportsmanship, even though you have a fork. But that's okay. So, basically, you just kind of fight him, and if you hit him, he gets pissy at you. So, what you want to do is basically have him block you. Okay. You want to be a little... The thing is, like, after a few tries, he'll stop doing this whole, If you hit him, basically, you lose as well, so... And we got a Helmrock Plume, so that's something at least, but... Alright, can we do it again? Can we fight you again? Okay, we actually have to leave and come back. Eventually, I feel like he just, like, learns and doesn't really, like, get hit anymore. And the minigame actually becomes, basically they hit him 100 times about hitting him or getting hit 3 times, but I feel like you kind of have to beat him up a few times before it really counts, so let's try it again. Yeah, I want to train again. Let's fight you, so you want to kind of take your time, let him block your attacks, and basically hit him 100 times. He's not a very good swordsman, don't forget, he's a fake, So you don't want to hit him too much, but you don't want to get hit either. So just keep going. Stop. Oh, no, I hit him. Yeah, I'm fairly sure he just, fairly sure it takes a couple times for him to really just start fighting you with full force. So let's try one more time and see if we can get this to work. Otherwise, we'll start cutting until things seem to improve, because this is also kind of taking way too long. But I'm not quite sure the mechanics of this minigame, to be perfectly honest. They're a little weird. But anyway, let's try this one more time. The art of swordsmanship. Alright. Yeah, now I think he's... Oh, yeah. So you only get hit 3 times, basically. He'll attack you like that, you want to... Okay, well, here, hit me one more time. Ow! No, see, yeah, okay, the minigame hasn't really started yet. You can kind of just smack him and beat him up a few times, I guess, before he really starts it. Because if you get hit 3 times, you're supposed to be out, but it's not really seeming to happen this way right now, because obviously I've been hit more than 3 times and I'm not out. So I'm not actually sure how this works anymore. Yeah. He definitely takes a few times, I think. So yeah, 2/3 of a hero. I guess this is where the real minigame starts, I want to say. So I guess you get a few treasures first, then you come back and... Or can I actually do it again? Can you just be like, yeah, I'll fight you again? No? Well, okay. Maybe now? Okay, nope. You do have to... Okay, one more time! And then I think it's good, because they get to upgrade your title to, like, something like that. I don't even know! I'm very confused by this minigame right now, not gonna lie. I thought this was simple, but no, apparently you don't, like, it doesn't start until you reach a certain point or something. I don't know. So... Yes, train me in the art of swordsmanship. Do it... Okay, there we go. Before you get hit 3 times. I skimmed through the thing. But there we go. See, now I have a health bar. Now he won't get hit anymore. Now you can kind of wail on him. And you want to basically hit him 100 times before you get hit 3 times. So now you can just wail on him. Just be careful like that. And don't wail too much. You want to... If he ever starts doing his wind-up, you want to move! Okay, maybe I need to start... Maybe I need to take my time and not be so hasty. See, it's a weird sort of thing where you have to, like... fail a bunch of times before he actually gives you a chance for the real minigame. Dodge to the side, you really can't outrun his blast, you have to dodge to the side instead. It's kind of the way you go, and he'll do it every so often, so just kind of be ready for him to attack at any given moment. Otherwise, take your time like this. This is much more effective. It's not a very hard thing to do. It's just, you have to just be patient. And just keep hitting him and don't go too fast, or he'll just kind of catch you off guard and smack you, and that's not good, so... Of course, I'm gonna start this where I have 1 hit only at, like, 10%, then beat it somehow. Or fail at 90. You don't do that, sir. You stop. Okay, no, you didn't even do a wind-up there! So yeah, basically, he gets all cocky, he's like, you have to hit me 100 times! So he doesn't give you treasure anymore. So I guess, yeah, you do it 3 times and then the minigame happens. Alright, if I fail this time, we'll cut to the time I actually do it, but, I feel like I'm gonna do it this time, because I'm not gonna be too impatient. And you're gonna do your wind-up, go on. Do your thing, go on. I really underestimate how much time this minigame takes. But yeah, we'll still do the Island of Gust. The Island of Gust does not take too long. So we'll deal with the island, and then, after that, we will basically be at the next dungeon, so... After this, at the end of this episode, we're gonna be... Nope, I failed. I definitely jumped when I should have not jumped. Nope! Stop. You look like an elf, by the way. You look like an elf from Santa. You're like Santa's weird, bearded elf brother. You're no prince. You are but a fraud. I'm the one who saved the princess. But then again, I guess this is like some other part of the sea, so maybe my tales have spread or something, and I don't know. This sea is kind of in its own sort of... You'll see how it goes. The plot will happen later. But yeah, we're definitely gonna make it this time. It's not a very hard minigame. You just kind of have to dodge a few times and just... Essentially just be relentless. And then eventually you'll hit 100 and then you just kind of let him win at some point. Win! You fool! I'm just standing here whacking you in the face. Attack me! Ow! You hurt me so much. It would be a shame if you did it again. Attack me. Attack me. Do it. There we go. Oof! Oh no! So now that you reach 100 points, you basically get yourself a heart container! So now we're up to 5 hearts. A gift in honor of the sweat and tears we've shed. Okay, so that was a minigame and a half, but I don't think you get anything else from him but just like treasure and other stuff. So it'll be good to come back for treasure at some point perhaps, but In terms of rewards, I'm pretty sure that's the only thing we get. So let's actually finally get out of here. That took... No, I do not want to board your ship. But let's finally head out here and head to the Isle of Gust and actually progress the main plot. So that minigame took a little bit longer than I thought, but you know what? It's not the end of the world. I could go get that fish right there if I really wanted to. Oh, it's so tempting. Because it's like right there, but you know what? No. No fish today. We did our fish count already. So, the Island of Gust. Welcome to the island. Basically, the rest of this episode we're going to explore this island and get to the temple that's there in the center when we saw it and I zoomed it out there. That's our goal, but it's a bit of a lengthy trip to get there, and there's going to be a lot of side stuff we can get on the way, so... Green Parrot, wait a second, that's rude. And racist. So, beware of the great winds. Well, we will do that. Hey, you stop. Nope. So basically, this entire island will have multiple windstorms that will throw you off when you're in combat, and also kind of interrupt your jumps and be used for certain jumps. It's basically the mechanic we have to deal with both here and in the temple. So get used to this wind. We're going to have to deal with it for a while. We're kind of in the wind section of the game. We've dealt with fire, now let's deal with wind, I suppose. It's just kind of the moral of the story. So we quickly take care of those two chews. There's lots of enemies. You can see they drop plenty of money too, so definitely profitable to kill all these enemies. They tend to drop 20 rupees quite often, so we're going to actually make a surprising amount of money around here. Plus, there's going to be some spots to dig as well for some cash, so keep your eyes open for spots to dig, and you will be rolling in the dough quite quickly, which will be good, because we want to get about 1,500 with our money. It's going to be very helpful. So the way you want to go is use the wind to get across this gap like this, but before we do that, there's actually a thing we can get over here. It's a bombable thing, and plenty of enemies that need to be spin attacked because they're rude. Also, don't fall in the water, but make it into this cave, and you'll find another journal from the wayfaring man. Go back to your family. So, he apparently did visit the Isle of Gusts, we knew this already. He found the smaller islands nearby. The map actually there will show the two islands that were not, originally not on our map, so if we hadn't discovered the island with the Uncharted Island and Zauz Island, this would be the way to find out, I guess. But he found the mermaid, and that's why he went to Bannan Island to go find the mermaid. So, the story of the wayfaring man. Anyway, you can see he's on that island. We saw him already, and then the two islands we saw last time are marked on the map, so if you didn't know they were there before, you do now. Also, you'll find a treasure in here which will contain a courage gem. So we're now in 2 of those. We're actually going to find quite a few gems on this island, so keep your eyes open and, well, follow the guide, I guess, because you'll find some good stuff along the way. Anyway, so now we actually want to use the wind here. Basically, wait for the wind to show up, get a running start, jump across the gap, and jump across the gap. You will not be able to do that if you do not have access to the wind, so wait for the wind to show up or it won't really work out for you. As you can see, there's quite a few places for us to dig here, so clear out the enemies and get digging. You'll find yourself a decent... You're still alive. Unacceptable! Like I said, you get a lot of money on this island. You'll find a 20 rupee, and I feel like there's definitely a few 100 rupee drops around here too, but these are just 20 ones. So, for now, cheap stuff, but we've already made it over 900 rupees. Like I said, my goal is 1,500 by the time the next dungeon happens, so we're making fairly good progress towards that. This will basically be a way to bring you back to the start if you need to head back, but we don't want to do that. We want to head forward, and forward is where we shall head. More enemies in here, so be merciless and destroy them with the power of pots. And, like I said, more 20s. They drop a lot of 20s, which is really handy. This section's interesting, where you have to kind of get past these glowing things, but the thing is you want to get knocked down here anyway, because in here is not 1 but 2 treasures and plenty of enemies. Basically, you'll get 1 treasure just automatically over here, and the other treasure will spawn as soon as you kill everyone down here, so go nuts and destroy all of these little imps, and you'll actually get yourself a 2nd treasure. Both these treasures, both very valuable. The one that you get for killing everything is a treasure map, so yet another treasure map has been taken care of. One over there for when we get the item that will let us do that. And a wisdom gem. So both things really nice, really good to get knocked down here. And honestly, the way you get back up is to head this way anyway. So really the wind only stops you from going back. You kind of have to time this correctly to get back, if you ever want to go back, I guess. Oh, nope, yeah. Okay, let's actually, I just want to demonstrate this. So you want to wait for this. This one you want to head over here, wait for this one to go down, and then go. And then this one, it's kind of the same thing. You just kind of wait a little bit and go. So that's how you get back if you need to get back. But it's ironic that the puzzle sort of blocks you from backtracking, but doesn't block you from going forward, because you want to go through this way in order to progress as well. So it's a little bit strange, I think. But this one introduces us to a mechanic that we use quite often, basically using the wind to ride upward on top of cliffs like this, so you can use it for upward mobility. You can also, when the wind stops blowing, you can dig up a nice 100 rupee here, and this brings us over, well over, actually 1100 now, so like I said, our goal is 1500. We're getting pretty close to that, so not too shabby. Although, the 500 one might be, there might be something worth buying before that. It's gonna be debatable, I guess, as to what we want to do with that. We'll see. We'll see how I want to spend my money. We'll see how things pan out in the end. So, kill these shoes. Depends on really how much money we make on this dungeon and the next one. Because there's certain something we're going to want to buy for 500 rupees as well as something for 1500. So, which one we buy first depends on the timing, I guess. So, the temple entrance is blocked by this wind. In order to stop the gusting, you have to basically give the windmills their fill. This map will give us a hint to head over to this spot over here in the map, so make a little memo. And that's going to be our next goal, is that over here. So we can't get to the temple quite yet, but once we solve the puzzle of the island, we will be able to do that quite easily. So ride the wind up here, and we're going to have sort of the second half of the Island of Gust. It's a very quick island, so not much really to do here. There's a few locked doors that we're going to deal with later once we get to that section up there. But for now, we kind of have to make our way around the long way. This will also teach us some mechanics as well that we're going to have to use in the dungeon and just in general, especially like the shovel, is that we can dig up these wind things, and interestingly enough as well, you can also, I didn't mean to dig, I want to put away the sword, and put away the shovel and kill you. There we go. You can take the shovel, you can also fill in these, you can fill in your holes, and that includes the holes that have gusts shooting out of them, so you can actually fill these things in to stop the gusts as well. So you can dig out the gusts, so you can also fill in the gusts. Kind of works both ways, so you can get rid of all the gusts, or you can, you know, release them. So, shovel, actually, I suppose, a bit more useful in this game than it is in other games. You can definitely do a lot with it. Also, I'm definitely need a cough, so hang on a second. I've had a slight cough lately. So, if my throat starts sounding a little weird, my throat's kind of had a slight bug since PAX. It hasn't quite gotten over yet, so, that is a thing to keep in mind if my throat sounds a little bit weird, my voice sounds a little weird. But anyway, you ride this one up here to get our third and final gem of today. You actually get yourself a power gem. So you actually get one of each gem on the island. Remember that? One of each gem. Very important. So, we now have 3, 2, and 2, if I remember correctly, which is a pretty nice combo. So this kind of teaches you that, yeah, you have to dig up the wind thing to get through here, because as you can see, up here is a dead end. But if you head down here and dig this one up, the wind will show up, and you'll be able to ride the wind this way. So like I said, puzzles that we're going to want to learn. This is kind of teaching us the things we're going to need to know in the next dungeon. Like I said, head up here, and the wind will block your way and force you up here, but if you close it off here, you can continue to make progress. So on and so forth. So like I said, teaches you the mechanics that you need to know for kind of a dungeon, which is really nice to have. So it's always nice when the game kind of gives you like introduction to mechanics before, like, in the area right before dungeon. I think that's always really really good game design. Speaking of introducing mechanics, we're actually going to learn yet another mechanic really shortly. But before that, we have to blow on the 3 sacred windmills to open the path forward. So, which 3 windmills are the sacred ones? Well, this map will actually tell us out here. So, and by the way, this is where the temple thing led us to this hint. So basically, one hint led us to this hint, which will lead us to the next hint. But the 3 windmills are this one, and this one. So we need to basically go into this area and blow on those 3 windmills. And when they say blow, by the way, once again, they literally mean blow. You have to do a lot of blowing in this game. It's a little silly, actually. So, wind's blocking our path. Luckily, our shovel can easily take care of that. I'm not sure how you can shovel wind. Pretty sure the wind would blow up the dirt anyway. But apparently Zelda logic says it works, so it works. Now here's the other mechanic I was talking about that we'll see in the dungeon. Creatures that are sensitive to sound will dwell in the sands, so you have to walk very slowly in order to stop attention, or just flee to a spot where they can't catch you, else bad things will happen. So what you want to do is walk really slowly on the sand, else they'll find you, See, the thing is, it's really hard to walk slowly and have it work, but basically there's these creatures here. They catch you, they'll eat you, you have to rub your stars back and forth and spit them out, but you'll take some damage. Basically, it's kind of terrifying, because they will basically hunt you down and eat you if you stand the sand. So, one way you deal with them is to walk slowly, if you can't just run to a safe spot, which generally you can kind of run for a while before they catch up to you, so you can generally get to another safe spot by running anyway. And they don't do that much damage, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but basically that's sort of a thing to deal with, is these sand monsters. They also devour whatever they find, though, so if you feed them bombs, you can actually temporarily dispose of them. So if you throw a bomb down here, this one will show up, and the bomb will blow up before anything happens, apparently. Go, bomb, go! So he'll eat the bomb, and internal bleeding! Yeah! So you'll kill them, not for very long, though. They seem to respawn really quickly, so you're gonna have to kind of keep a supply of bombs to sort of help you out along this journey, except I guess we're stunned for... Nope, he's there! Oh god, nope, please, nope, ow. So, yeah, you can use bombs, you can go slow, it works, but it's really finicky. I generally just kind of run away from them. You generally can make it to a place you need to go fast enough, so it's a thing you can do. Anyways, there's these windmills here, so if you try blowing on this one, nothing happens. That's because, if you see on the map, this isn't one of the 3 sacred ones. So you want to go to the 3 ones that actually are marked by an X. Escape! Oh, barely. So, if you blow on this one, though, you get the little cutscene thing, and it'll stay blowing. So, basically, rather than traverse and blow every windmill, you just have to blow the 3 that they've marked. We'll see, so you some time. As long as we're here, by the way, there's a treasure chest down this corner containing yet another treasure map. So don't forget, 2 treasure maps on this island. So, hey, that pretty much aligns with my little line there really perfectly. It's kind of funny. Oh god, oh god, oh god, roll! No, no escape. So, basically you want to blow the remaining 3 windmills. You are annoying. You know what? Get out. Yay, that one actually worked. Explosions! Yeah! So, basically we have to head to the left here and make it to these, 2 windmills. Run, 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 run. Oh god, I'm all sorts of dead. That's okay. Like I said, they don't do that much damage, so not really that concerned. But if you blow on this windmill, it's one of the sacred ones. And then the one right above it is the 3rd and final sacred windmill. So we blow on this, and this will actually open the way to the temple, so... And with that, the doors over there open as well, so they'll allow us easy access out of the area here. And not shown is the fact that the wind in the temple will stop blowing. So now we can head back to the temple. I'm going to kind of take the long way around just to show the door over here. Run, 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 run. As you can see, the wind is now gone, and we now have access to the temple. So with that, guys, that'll be the end of this episode, because in the next episode, it's time we take on the Temple of Wind. The second spirit awaits, the second dungeon awaits. And this one is certainly going to blow. Ah, it's a wind dungeon, get it? But seriously, it's gonna blow. So, it's an interesting dungeon, but it's a little weird. So, we'll tackle that in the next episode, guys. LuckySevenDX signing out. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Phantom Hourglass. Bye-bye.